Okay, so the opposition quoted a lot of actions they have been apparently taking. The reality is that if they're just seen as aspirational goals, what happens or what is actually happening now is that the governments are just labeling what they're doing anyhow as being in the obligation. Now, don't get me wrong, the treaties are critically important and we are fully committed, but let's be honest about lots of words, lots of talk, but perhaps little action. Now, according to a UN panel, one of the problems is that there's often a trade-off between the different goals, or between the different treaties they sign, meaning that one goal is achieved to the detriment of other goals. There has never been a comprehensive global treaty which is legally binding, which has actions, and each, so my voice is repeating, I don't speak.
नहीं तुम बोलती हो या सुनाई दे रहा है?
Can I continue from where I left off?
हाँ.
So I would like to state some facts. Global hunger has risen for the third year in a row, according to the latest UN World Food Security Report. While fewer than 5% of countries are on track to meet China's obesity and tuberculosis targets, global carbon emissions are at all-time high. According to the latest IPCC report, it talked about the red alert. And when we see the map, it is the Western countries which are still emitting the most of the GHG emissions. The Kyoto Protocol and Paris climate agreements have been not ratified by US. US has recently withdrawn from Paris climate change. And also, they have not talked about any of the treaties in a comprehensive manner again, which is the India way.
Nice. So, इन्होंने एक बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज बोली है, वो क्या? इन्होंने कहा, yes, you do talk a lot about Western ways, but Western ways is of mere talking and not doing, backing it up with any action. There is no legally binding treaty. There is global hunger which is rising. Sustainable development goal targets are being missed. You are not helping developing countries. Carbon emission is rising. And the biggest contributor to the carbon emission are shifting the burden to the relatively smaller countries, underdeveloped countries. So what kind of non-participatory Western way you are talking about? Team shift.